So I sent her back a message saying, "Look, Mum, yes, I am. I know you don't agree with it, but, like, I tried to be all high and mighty about the situation, like, blah, 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 if you loved me, then you would accept me for this, and blah, 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 blah. But, and the thing is, I acted sort of like that, like, I was high and mighty, like, you should love me, bitch, you know what I mean? But I shouldn't have acted like that, because, in a way, she should have loved me for who I was, regardless, and she didn't. Like, I sent that message, waited, I don't know, 45 minutes for her reply, and it was a very, very short reply, but it took her 45 minutes to say. And she said, "Liam, I will always love you, but I will never love the sin you represent." Now, that was just it. Like, that had me in hysterics. Like, I was so upset. I love my mum so much. I've loved her so much all my life. She's done everything for me and my brothers and sisters. And to have the person you love the most in the whole wide world say that to you, it's so bad. It's so just, it hurts your feelings so much. Like, I literally can't even think of words to describe how I felt about that. So I ended up going to Jamie's that night. Blah, 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 blah. He was like, "Oh, don't worry about it, but it gets better, it gets better, it gets better." And I was like, fuck me. It better fucking get better, because this is shit. But, sorry about the swearing. But, when you're talking about real shit comes out of the mouth. Like, but yeah, so I stayed at Jamie's that night. Got home the next day. It was very, 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 very weird. Mum was acting really weird. The following weeks after that, I could tell that things had changed. Like, she used to come and pick us up from school, pick me and my little brother up from school, but then as soon as my sister left school, I was the only one at high school, my little brother was at primary school, so she would go and pick him up and I'd have to walk home from school. Like, it doesn't sound like a big thing, but, like, all the things that Mum would normally do, she wasn't doing for me at all anymore. She was, like, doing it for everyone else, but just not for me. And, like, I was cool. I was like, I expected this, like, this is the way my family is, this is the way they're going to be, like, I only have to deal with it a couple more years, and then I'll be out of here, I'll be gone, and I can just deal with my own life, and live my own life, and do what I want. And it literally didn't get better. So, she stopped cooking me dinners, she moved me out of the room that I had upstairs, and she put me downstairs. Just, I don't know, long time ago, but it was very, very, like, lonered in my own family. Like, she pushed me away. And by that, I have a big family. Like, I got Mum, my dad, my 2 older brothers, my 4 older sisters, and my younger brother, and all the same parents, so we all grew up in the same house. And she literally just pushed me to the side like I was nothing, and I was like, "Oh, no, don't do that." So, oh well, that's in the past. So after all that, I was like, "Hey Mum, I'm moving out." I was 16, I think. I was 16, just in year 11, I left school. I had a job at local discount store. I was working management there. It was going good. I was getting good hours. I was getting good money. So I was like, I'll move out. And I'll move in with my cool lesbian friend and her cool lesbian mom. And we'll party. So did that. Moved in with them. That didn't go well. I ended up becoming best friends with my lesbian friend's mom. Like, it's weird, but it was really, really cool. Like, she was so sick. And I suppose I shouldn't stereotype them as lesbians. They're just women that like women. So, people. But, yeah, like, back then there was labels for everything. Like, labels, blah, blah, blah. So, that was fun. And, tipsy-turvy sort of story here. My friend's mum, as I said, she was a lesbian, and then all of a sudden she started talking to men again, and then she met this guy, and then he moved in, and then it was a whole hierarchy sort of situation going on where he was trying to take over the dad role and trying to like boss everyone around, and no one was happy, blah 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 blah. So we all ended up moving to Scarborough together, and I was like, cool, Scarborough, cute place, fucking right on the beach, sea breeze all the time, like that'll be awesome. Moved there, it was the most boringest time of my life. Literally, I went from like, literally just from doing nothing, because I was out of the way, and just like a 40-minute drive from pretty much anyone who knew me, like, my social life went from like, okay, to like non-existent, you know what I mean, like all the way down. So I was like, I can't deal with this, I cannot deal with this. So I started making an effort after about when I moved out till when I ended up moving out of Scarborough. So when I moved out of home into my friend's house, and then all that time duration, then from then to Scarborough, and all that time duration was about 2 years. So I was living with her for about 2 years, and I ended up, during this time, I didn't talk to my parents at all. Most of my brothers and sisters I didn't talk to at all. I think I just spoke to Tara. She was really, she was the reason that I was outed, right? And I had really, really bad feelings towards her because of it. But she was the first to accept me, for me, out of my whole family. And that's all I wanted. I just wanted acceptance from someone. And she was the first one to do it. So I was like, you're forgiven, be my sister, because I need someone right now. So we've been tight ever fucking since. Like, she is the bitch. She is the queen. I love my sister Tara. So